And now, like I said, it'll be just easy to apply it. You just come down here, and we'll put on material. And material, we can make as many tabs of this as we want. I know I need 7, so I'm just going to put 7 right now. And we could say, we'll do the groups the way that we did our categories from before. We'll just say, hey, does the path have class A in it? And if it does, then use the class A. And that's about it. We're just going to go through and I'll say, does it have class B in it? Oopsies. And then if you do, you have class B. Does it have metal A? I mean, this couldn't be easier. This is because we planned ahead. This is the whole point of having efficient workflows and all that stuff. A little bit of preparation makes our life easier later on. So you'll see in a second this will look pretty cool. Metal C. This was plastic A. And really all this node is doing is actually just setting this one string attribute. You could just use honestly, you could just use a Wrangler again. In this case, I'm going to use the material thing here just because it's, it's pretty. But if we look over here, it's just setting the shop material path, or this, well, it is a path in a sense. It's a path to the material nodes. So here they all are, all those cool things. So if we render this guy now, well, we need a renderer, actually. We have our camera already. We need a renderer. So we go over to out, make a mantra node, of course. And what do we want to render? Well, remember, always turn off that candidate objects business, and then just force the thing, or rather output, that we want here. We'll do a frame range, because we'll obviously want the whole frame range. We could put it somewhere cool. I'll say like job/images/ Heli version 0 frame number EXR. EXRs are good for, working in post processing stuff like in Nuke or even in Houdini's own comp stuff. For now, I will say we'll keep it the full resolution just so we can see the helicopter itself. It's already pointed to the camera. What else do we need? Well, we'll need a light. So do the skylight here. Skylight, as in previous lessons, will bring in the sunlight, which we'll want to move. I always forget where that is. Actually, you do it here. I'll move the sunlight over here, just so it's kind of like a key light, coming from this direction. Something like that. I'm actually going to say, let's not use the sky environment map. We had to have it on in order to use this thing, because the parameters of the sunlight right now are bound to the skylight, just as a clever little thing. But now that I've moved it, I'm going to say, actually, let's use an environment map. Because if we have reflective surfaces, which we do, it could be nice to have an image to reflect to make your stuff look better. So go to environment map, go to this HFS one, the Houdini file system. Houdini comes with a whole bunch of textures and pictures and stuff that you can use for different things. Turn off show sequences as one entry, because you can see like butterfly 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is 5 different butterflies. It's not 5 different frames of butterfly. So turn that off. Look for these weird ones, these D0SCHs. And we could choose a background, or rather an environment map. And if we look around in it, we could say, oh, look at this crazy business here. Some kind of boat. Or, I don't even really know what this is. Maybe it's a building. Maybe it's the side effects office for all I know. I see a motorcycle over there. Anyway, so this will reflect all over the thing. And I see that my sun here is more or less lined up with where the sun is in the picture anyway. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to keep it like that. I don't really want to see it in the viewport, so I'm going to turn it off here. Same deal with this guy. It's placed, and I'm happy about that. I'm going to save it, And let's see. I'm just going to do a quick one frame just to see it here at the origin, more or less. Just to get a sense of, did our materials work right? Is it all good in the hood? And there you go. We got our shiny metals here. We got our rubber here. Obviously, your computer speed may vary. I don't have the fastest computer in the world, but we get the idea, I think. I just want to see it, make sure the glass shows up, actually. There's our little red light here. I'll zoom in on that. The little red lights there in the front, and one on the side, and I think there's one up there. Yep. Cool. And there's our glass. And if this was higher resolution, you'd see like the image reflecting off of, like just a little bit off the glass and some of the stuff. Cool. So there it is. So there's our cool helicopter look.